screen on, don't we? Good. Okay. And what were the requirements of the project? Anybody remind me? Prompt the user for a file name. What else? Correct. Prompt the user for the number of times to roll 2 six-sided die, and then write the results to the file. I left it a little bit open-ended. Okay, so the solution I'm going to show you is just one possible solution that would have gotten full credit. There are others. So first things first, we need to import some things. What do we need to import in order for this to work? The scanner, yes. So we need to get information from the user, and we can do that with the scanner. So java.util.scanner. What else? The IO, correct. That's to read and write to a file. So import java.io.star. And we need one more. Random, that's correct. Java.util.random. Okay, and what do you want to call the file? Works. We have our best friend line, public static void main, but there is a modification to it that we maybe haven't had it up until now. And what is that modification? Right, we have to throw the IO exception. And this is required because we are intending to write to a file. And in the event that it is not able to write to the file, it will throw this IO exception. If we don't have these two lines here, and we have code later that attempts to write to a file, we will get a compilation error. It will not compile. And we can save it at this point. Oh, void. Thank you. Is that what you're going to say? Did you have another question? No? Okay. Now we need to declare some variables. What variables do you think we're going to need? Yep. Yep. And what type should they be? We'll start out using int. I want to come back to this later and show you how we could actually use byte for these, because byte is enough since the highest possible value is 6, and byte goes up to 127. But we'll start out using int, and we'll change it later. What else might we need? Well, we're prompting the user for a file name. Yes, go ahead. Yes. And what do you want to call it? What is going to be stored in this string? The file name. So how about we call it file name? And what else? So we're prompting the user for a file name, prompt the user for the number of times to roll the dice. So, wait. We need a counter, and we need to store how many times we're going to roll the dice. Correct. So int, how about we call it num rolls, so for the number of rolls, and x will be our counter variable. Good. And let's initialize num rolls to 0 so that Java doesn't complain later. Okay, now we need to read data from the user. What is the correct syntax for that? I think you're correct. Or could you speak up a little bit? Correct. And so now we have our scanner object, and we can use that to get information from the user. And we also need to open a file. And what is the syntax for that? What else?